Lovely to see you.
Good to see you.
I got to tell you something. The very first time I ever heard the word in regard to social media, viral, it was because of something that you and I participated in. I sat down with you to interview about a movie, and you were on the cover of a magazine in London. I grabbed it off the shelf, and with it, you got a free bottle of nail polish. And you painted my fingernails while we did the interview.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That is so awesome.
and I posted it, and someone said, "What did you do? It's going crazy."
I painted your fingernail?
You did, and I swear I never washed it. I mean, it's been years, so it's gone
still
now.
there.
But it was there.
No, I remember. That was so awesome. Thank you for letting me do that, actually, on camera.
Well, it was awesome, and it spoke to me what kind of amazing human being you were, that you would lean into that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, congratulations on this.
Thank you.
You've done a little bit of everything, but nothing quite like this.
No. I like to check, weird boxes off my bucket list, and stop motion is a form of filmmaking that I've loved so much since I was a child. Leica has been a studio that they've always been on my radar since they came out with like Coraline and Box Trolls. I just enjoy it. It's just so beautiful. So getting to be a part of something like this, it makes me feel great.
And you got to know, without this studio, this is a dying art. And without them not only keeping it alive, but doing it better than it's ever been done before, and to have your hand on that.
Yeah, it makes me feel really good, and to be a part of things that are nuanced, that are unimaginable. There's always brilliant people behind that, and that are also very brave and very confident, that don't give up and don't settle for a no. And Chris Butler is that kind of filmmaker. And maybe I do have a gravitas towards those kind of individuals in filmmaking, but they always end up being the ones that impact my career and impact me as a person the most, as a professional.
The movie is remarkable. It's a great story, well told. If you were to bump into a missing link, if you were to meet the missing link, what would you ask? What would you talk about?
Are there others like you? I think I would ask, yeah.
When you met Zach, what did you talk about?
I've not met Zach yet.
What?
I said, no. This is like we probably never even recorded at the same time or in the same city or anything. We've been doing this in a span of like 3 years.
Yeah.
This is like 3 years in the making. So animation gives you that ability, and also like sometimes that misfortune where you can't really bounce off of your actor. But if you have a good director like a Chris Butler that probably most likely did the performances with the other actors, then he delivers tonally what he shot with everybody else, and then you're able to capture it. So I'm looking forward to seeing them at the premiere. What's
the scene that blew you away the most?
I think it's like the action scenes with the Loch Ness in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
It's just so impressive. Like this movie really has you at hello.
Yeah, it's heartwarming and hysterical. And I swore I would never say something so cliche, but it's so true. I brought some fingernail polish because there's no time. All right, missing link 2 then.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
But I will bring it next. How are you holding up?
I'm good. I have body odor, but other than that,
I got that going on. All right. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
I'm a huge fan of your work, a huge fan of your interview acumen, so it's a little daunting sitting in front of you trying to interview such a great interviewer.
Yeah, I've done a lot of good interviews over the years. Are you talking about my Between Two Ferns work?
Yeah. Are there others?
No.
Okay.
No, there's nothing else. Yeah, I was a war correspondent for years.
Well, I loved the commitment that you brought to that. You really went above and beyond to jump out of the trenches.
Thank you.
Between Two Ferns, before I move on, since you did bring that up, who's your favorite of all of them? If you could whittle it down to the top 3 guests you had.
President Obama, I liked.
Yep.
Charlize Theron was just a really fun one to do. And Bradley Cooper.
Awesome. Bradley, because you've got a lot in common. Some history together.
We don't have anything in common.
You've made 3 films together.
Oh, yeah. We have that in common.
All right. This is a great movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen it with an audience yet?
No, I watched it alone in a theater on Wilshire, which is not... It's not a real good way to watch a movie. It's alone.
As great as the movie is, that seems sad.
But it was. I got to see it. And I had a feeling it was going to be good because the director is great, and they have a really good track record. This company.
He's keeping an art form alive and making these masterpieces that I feel singularly, if he weren't doing that, it might not be existing.
I don't know if that would. I'd like to know how many people are into this kind of. There are a few stop motion people on YouTube doing it just kind of at their house.
Sure.
But not at this level.
Right.
This is a whole different kind of level, and it is an art form that is it's old as far as media.
Yeah.
It's an old way of doing things, and I think that was one of the reasons I wanted to do it because of the way they do it.
If you went back in time and talked to like the little 10-year-old, 8-year-old Zach Galifianakis, and you were watching stop-go animation, whether it was Rudolph or whatever you had at the time, what would he say if you said, someday you're going to grow up and you're going to be doing this?
If the 49-year version of mine would talk to the 8-year-old version, I'm sure the 8-year-old version would go, "Get away from me, you creep."
Stranger danger.
Mom!
But
Mom!
But I guess let's broaden that out. Are you blown away by all that you've had at hand on?
Listen, I have a very cynical side of me, but it is never lost on me how lucky I am to be doing, and how grateful I am to be able to, that people ask me to do these things. It's never lost on me. So it is exciting. And my dad used to tell me, he's like, look, you get to make people laugh. Like my dad was always like, don't lose perspective of that. So the 8-year-old would never have believed the creepy 49-year-old. Never. There's no way. Wasn't supposed to happen.
But he'd be proud.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice to see you. I like that suit.
Hey, what'd you think? Be sure to hit like.
You know you love it, so subscribe.
And turn on that post notification bell.
Yeah, what she said. And watch some more videos right now.
Mark, don't do that with your finger. Just stop it. That makes people uncomfortable.
Mark.
I like it, though.
There's none of that on our videos. Don't worry.